Good evening here, everybody. How y'all doing out there in YouTube land tonight, or today, this afternoon, wherever you're at? I'm doing 100% great, amazing, fantastic. I haven't been on in a few days. And I'm gonna be off here for probably like a week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide all the hours up for my videos for the homeless. I'm gonna put all of those on, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. I don't know, but you'll see what I'm talking about. I have a few things to say on that. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings directly, but I could say this. I am very grateful that there are people out there that are willing to help when somebody is in need. Because without those places, I might have died a long time ago. And now that I'm not homeless, it's different. But, yeah, those places are good, but they should have certain kind of stipulations within them. Most of them take people without an ID or anything, and they really don't even know who those people are. I mean, I could, I go back to where I was sitting in the church there and eating. I could have been sitting around rapists and murderers and everything, and I wouldn't have even known it. And also, there are a lot of homeless people that are just so very complacent, they don't want to do anything with their life to make it any better. There should be an end-all, be-all type of situation where you want to end your position as a homeless person and transform back into regular life. And there's just so many of them out there, they're not even trying to do anything. They'll just go there, they'll eat, and they leave, and they go to the next place, and the next place, and the next place. I know 3 people personally. If you ask them, they'll tell you. I'm not looking to better my life any. I'm good with right where I'm at. One of them sleeps right on a stoop at a church. It has a big roof over it, so, I mean, he's not getting wet if it rains, and no snow or nothing like that. And people give out blankets and tents and sleeping bags and you name it. Clothes, food, water. I mean, anything and everything a person could want in their regular life, they give it out. So they're contented with where they're at. But these churches should offer some kind of help and insist that the people take their help so that they're no longer homeless. Because there's a big homeless movement. As I said, there was about 20,000 homeless people in Atlanta right now. And there used to be about 20,000, and they took maybe 15,000 of them off of the street. And they put them in hotels and apartments and things like that. But did they help them? I don't know exactly. I mean, they should have like places, people that are there to help them get in a job, help them get their ID or their birth certificate or social security card or whatever it is that they need to start working and get them in a job situation where they're able to get back on their feet. But it really doesn't happen. And all it is, you know, a lot of these people, they got like 1 and 2 and 3 years, up to 3 years free in an apartment or in a hotel. And, you know, some of them break all the rules. They bring in drugs and things like that. I mean, they have people checking their bags and that, but there's ways around that kind of stuff, and, you know, they still do them. Of course, if they're addicted to drugs or whatever, they're going to try to find some way to get into that room with them drugs and still do them. So, I think a way for me to help them, and that's what I'm talking about, you know, have some kind of program where you could actually help them get back on their feet. But you can't always help everybody because some people don't want any help. And all you see them do is lounging around. They're lazy. They don't want to get up and work. And they just want to be them, you know. And they're going to eat whenever there's a church open. There's churches open at 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 12 in the morning, afternoon, and then 4, 5, and 6 in the evening. So they could basically eat all day long. And they all know where these places is, as I do. I had a good friend. Now, some people claim that he passed away, and I don't know because I haven't seen him since the last day. That guy was 75 years old, and he was very much out of shape, and he was sick. We went to a church 6 o'clock in the morning, and it took him from 6 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m. to walk, I don't know, maybe 50 yards. And it was just really, really a bad situation. He got on the train, and by the time he made it down to where the airport was, he wanted off. He asked for an ambulance, and I haven't seen him since. So some people, because the homeless are like that, they put rumors out there, oh, he passed away. And then other people said he got a high rise. So I really don't even know. But nevertheless, he showed me where all these places were. And I was very grateful for it. I didn't go to all of those places. I only went to 6 places, 6 different places. And I'm going to show all of them on video. Some of them are establishments, and some of them are parks. You know, you just sit in the park, and people will drive up with, 100 plates of food and give them out to everybody. And it's different. And like I said, they give out shoes and clothes and anything you need to live with, like blankets and tents and sleeping bags and all of that stuff. It's just like a camping type of affair, you know. If you're going to go camping somewhere, of course you need a tent and sleeping bag and things like that. So they give all this stuff out. And of course, some people take advantage of it. They jump in the line. They're very rude with it too, because what they they do with it, instead of it going to some kind of use for somebody else, they'll take that item and sell it to somebody randomly and take the money and just use it for their own sake, you know, buying beer, cigarettes, drugs, whatever. It's really a bad situation, and a lot of these places allow that to go on. I mean, they can't keep track of the same face over and over again. They don't know. So you go back and back and back and back and back and end up with like 10 tents. And then that guy will take the 10 tents. He might use one of them, but he's going to sell the other ones for like $5 or $10. Of course, you can't get a lot of money for him because that doesn't work around in Atlanta. They don't go for that. So, you know, $5 to $10 at the very most, and that's how it works. But, you know, they get away with that kind of stuff, and it's just really terrible. In the morning time, I will show you. I mean, it's gotten lesser and lesser. Sometimes you don't see them quite as much, but there are certain homeless that you know, they sit somewhere during the nighttime, and then come early morning hours, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, the train will start up again, and they get on the train and they sleep for like 5-6 hours, and then they get off and they start their day again, and this and that, and it just over and over again. I tried that when I first got back from the Philippines, and my legs just swelled up like crazy because I couldn't stretch my legs out, and so all the blood was going down to my feet and my ankles and that, and they looked terrible. And it happens with a lot of people out there, so, you know, but I am very thankful and grateful that, you know, I have a place to lie down and a TV to watch and this and that and everything else, and taking a shower, because there are some churches that have showers, but they're only open certain days, and you can imagine 10,000, 20,000 people trying to take a shower. It just doesn't work out that way. So, you might have somebody out there 5 and 6 months hadn't taken a shower. Some of them don't want to take any shower, and they never show up to any of those places, but, you know, I don't know. It's a mess. But I just wanted to explain a little bit about all these videos when I show you. Maybe it'll be good for you, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty serious, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyways, I want to say that I love you, love yourself, love God, and by all means love each other. Until next time, love, peace, and soul.